Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review. Now listen, this is a little story about Married to Medicine, right? This is a season 11 reunion. They got 3 parts. I think they deserve 3 parts because that third one's going to be a doozy. I mean, there's so many things to unpack, right? But before we really get into it, let's look at what they was looking like. Now, I'm going to show you all the ladies, not the guys. Won't care about them. Even the, what they call it, friends of the show. Now, this is all in order of my preference of the best dressed to the least best dressed. Now, all of them looked nice. Well, I'll say this. No one was ugly, horrible. No one's dress was like, girl, what she wear that for? It don't fit right. No, everybody's dress was fitting. Everybody's body looked on point in their dress. So, we just go. Now, you may not like what, we may not have the same taste. That's okay. Quite all right. I get it. But this is what RAERAE like. First of all, this was my favorite. Toya Bush Harris did the doggone thing. This is the most, I would wear this. I'm gonna need a size 16, 14, something like that. But listen, I would wear that. Ooh, I would wear that. I would wear that. Maybe, you know what? I'm thinking, because I got a big event coming up. Next May 2026 in Durham. Yeah, RAERAE gonna be looking fly. And this almost gives me wings. You know what? Yes, I got some thoughts. Different color, but yeah, it's so pretty. That lavender, that lavender powder. We all come up with different colors. Toya did Toya number 1. Number 2, the most controversial girl on the show. Yes. Another soft powder. Is it gray or is it purple? Girl, what color is it? I know her body's all one color. Everybody can't say that. Now, I love her hair. I would love her. I would love to see her in more ponytails. Yes. You go, girl. Quad Web. What's her name? Quad. What was her real? She said her real name was Quadit. Something real ghetto. No shade. What is her? Anyway, Quad girl. You go, girl. Now, why is the friend of the show showing up, all the rest of, I'm about to call them housewives, all the rest of the main cast. I mean, beautiful. It gives me under the sea. Yes. Oh, my prom dress was teal. Is that why I like this dress? Oh, teal was the color when I graduated high school. I'm just saying, this is so pretty. Now, houndstooth and pleats is my thing. And I was already thinking of a houndstooth number to wear for this special event I got coming up, May of 2026. And child, listen, I just may, create something because I know somebody who can make something. Okay, so Dr. Mimi did the doggone thing. She looked beautiful. I would have liked to see the back, but it really don't matter. It's just a train attached to the beautiful. Beautiful. Even the hair. Yes. Next is the next controversial heifer on this show that seems to not be able to say what she needs to say and says too much of the wrong things. Dr. Heavenly Kimes, DDS. I love her hair. And it looks like she's gotten even into more shape, better shape, I guess you can say that. Because now, even though I'm sure she has on undergarments that is sucking her in, just to see her on the show without the sucking in garments, she seemed to have lost some roll, no shade. So even little skinny girls have rolls. It just seems like she's less rolly. Again, no shade, none at all. So, however she did it, good for her, because she looks great in this dress. What is that? Lace and real boobs, from what I understand. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nothing wrong with some lipo. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, now she did a whole lot of weight loss surgeries and carrying on a little, lipo maintenance. You know what I'm saying? I don't yearly make sure you ain't messing up your body. I don't see nothing wrong with it, actually, in all kind of areas. But she looks great. She actually does. I love the big hair, bundles, with about 4-5 bundles, girl. I would have loved to see an offside part instead of a middle, because I'm really sick and tired of the middle part. We all know they're a wig. Okay, cool. But can we stop doing the middle part? It's just, the middle part is getting to be real tired. But anyway, she looks good. Contessa, finally, child. All season long, I was waiting for her to look like something. Ooh, everybody, everybody needs help every now and again. But her style is just so. What's she like, 45, 46? I mean, if she want to be at that weight, that's on her. I miss her original weight, but the dress looks great for her body. I love her hair. Well, actually, I don't love her hair. It looks dry and old, like it's not real. But the dress is beautiful. I would have liked a higher split because I think she's sample size now. She's very little. She's real petite. I would have liked a more sexier dress, the split coming next to the thing, where you can barely not see it. You know what I'm saying? Just make it real, va boom. But anyway, the dress is cute. Mm-hmm. Nice color on her, like Dr. Heavenly. This was okay. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, it was all right. I like the length. I like what was going on with it and the shoulder, the left shoulder flesh tone thing going on. Maybe more of a spaghetti strap, but it's cute. Cuter than this. This is so boring. It's like, girl, what the only thing that gave it drama was that cape she wearing. Like, girl, I don't like her style. That's what it is. Her and Contessa. Now, if she would have had on Contessa's dress, baby. Now, if she can be out on the beach in a thong bikini like she was when it was down to the sandbar, then she could wear a dress like Dr. Contessa's. Yeah, well, and my least favorite, no shade. Again, with these capes and carrying on. Uh-uh. Leave the cape back or attach it to your waist, but it's just kind of a real basic dress, you know. And those things, the looking at this dress, you could not really tell. But the sparkly is the best thing about it, right? The sparkly part. But those points that are going towards her shoulder, they're not going over her shoulder. They're kind of spiked up. But that's the best drama about the dress. For me, I want to see drama. We're here at the reunion. This is like the Met Gala of, the reunion is where you're supposed to step out. Do your big one. And nah, girl. I would have liked to see a green shoe, an aqua shoe, the same color as that cape shoe, not that color, gold or whatever that is. I think the shoe, yeah. I love her hair. Her hair is better than the dress, actually, in my opinion. Now let's get into this review, y'all. Okay, listen. I took some notes. Yeah, I took some notes. I don't even think there's gonna be a long reunion. Just saying. So anyway, they start off mimicking and making fun of Phaedra. They showed some deleted scenes, or not deleted, actually. Some some footages of Phaedra talking real greasy. I mean, real uh, uh, fat burger, fat fries, double king, greasy, bad greasy about these ladies. Remember when she called them bitchs at Zachary's sort of like graduation party situation? And then again, these it's like she tried, like, her first year, which was season 10, where she came on and didn't really want to conform. She pretended that she was above and better than, not using similar language. But then season 11, she came out swinging, using similar language. I remember when she was on Roa for the first time, she was more prim and proper. She wanted to give a certain aesthetic, where I don't use foul language like these ladies would shoot. Girl, you went in the fray with them. I mean, she talked bad about them. Now, I don't mind a good, reading face to face, but it's real cowardly to talk like that and not tell them in their face. I would have appreciated if Bravo would have allowed her to be at the reunion via webinar. You know what I'm saying? be in the midst of them, just not present in their company. That would have been better. But she didn't want to, like Dr. Heavenly said, she tried it and she got molded. Trying to make it seem like, she didn't know that man, Shaq, when she knew all along, according to pretty much, Shireen and Apollo, that she knew Shaq was in commune with her ex-husband and his new wife. The fact that we found out, and I did not know this. Now, okay, the thing about Shireen being the Apollo's mistress. Now, if people want to be technical, okay, Phaedra and Apollo were still married when Apollo got with Shireen. At that time, we saw Shireen being Apollo's, person. Phaedra had already said that their marriage is over. Once, he got convicted and he was going to prison, she wasn't going to visit. She wasn't, doing nothing. She wasn't putting money on his books. She wasn't about to have her husband in prison. She was making moves to divorce, and that's what she did. Now, technically, okay, we can, but I would like to know a little further. When did he and Shireen get together? And was Shireen a major factor in Phaedra's divorce? Because, she did say maybe if these ladies were in our lives from season 10 reunion, when she surprised everybody with Apollo coming, she did say, well, maybe if we were in the midst of these ladies versus the Roa show, maybe we could have saved our marriage. But girl, maybe that was a lie, because she said she ain't about to have no jailbird husband. Anywho, yeah, so Phaedra generally effectively gave all the Married to Medicine ladies her ass to kiss and said, deuces, she on Roa. And I said, I think when they was down to the sandbar, she signed her contract, because she made it seem like she don't need these ladies. She told Jackie, when Jackie came to see about her, these ladies didn't see about me, so I really don't care about them. They even showed a few footages of them meeting with Phaedra, not everybody, outside of what they showed us on the episodes. I think they were at a gym at one point. Simone was sitting behind her to her left. Phaedra was facing the other ladies. I forget exactly who was all there. And Simone was trying to get Phaedra to answer some questions, and Phaedra wouldn't even turn around to even acknowledge Simone. And the look on Simone's face was like, bitch, you hear me talking to you? You know what I'm saying? So when they were trying to get her to come to, that Toya's and Eugene's 16th anniversary party, I believe she was invited by Toya. She told Toya, hell to the nah. She told them ladies, hell to the nah, nah, nah. And like I said, in those confessional footages, Bravo showed for us, she was like, fuck all y'all bitches. I'm like, oh my God. Child, that's how she made it, Anyway, So even with the mimicking of Andy asking Simone about her dating life, Simone had a fake Phaedra fan with her fake Phaedra face on it and pretended to sound like Phaedra and answered a question like Phaedra. So they just mimicking Phaedra, making fun of her. And it is what it is. Quad had nothing for Phaedra. She was like, anyway, so they done with Phaedra. Next week it's a Quad's hour. Yeah, reminder of last year's fiasco. Simone doesn't believe Napa issue was apology worthy. Everybody on that stage on this reunion said no one wanted Quad to leave from Napa. That was all Simone. I'm with Quad. Well, y'all sure didn't say no, don't go, or no, Simone, you're wrong. They all agreed. Now, if I'm not mistaken, when they all met before Toya called Quad up to whoever SweetT that was, they were all in agreement that Quad needs to leave. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I don't understand why now they're saying that they were not in agreement that Quad should leave. That was Simone. And furthermore, why is Simone making this executive decision? If Quad did, if Simone was the only one who didn't want Quad there, then perhaps Simone should have left. I mean, you know, if you don't want to be around Quad, and to add insult to injury, Simone keeps using that same shit. For all this time, you gave us your ass to kiss. Girl, Quad was like, I never wanted you, nor do I want you to now to kiss my ass. That's how you felt, Simone. And furthermore, you are deflecting. You owe you owe Quad an apology. Now, if nobody wanted Quad to leave but Simone, she gonna stand on it 10 toes down, as if she did the right thing. Mm-mm. And again, for her to be in the middle as some type of leader, she ain't no leader. She can't even get her boys together. They are nasty, filthy, dirty young men who can't clean up, who can't wash their behinds right, who keep a nasty house. That's a reflection of of Simone and Cecil. And Simone is trying to tell anybody else how to be. No, take care of them young boys that they're still acting like children. Should no young man that age keep a nasty house like that? That just tells me that Simone's house was nasty. Because why else will they just live like that if they've never lived like that before? That's all I got to say. We ain't been in their house since, have we? At least that part that we seen was somewhat clean. Have we seen the whole house of Simone and Cecil's house? They had two. Now they got one. Something wrong with them. Child, what else happened, child? Girl. Heavily was the only one who gave an authentic apology. Now they're trying to say that they don't want to keep going back and forth with Quad, so they gave empty apologies, not really meaning it. And Quad was like, "Oh, so that's what's happening." The fact that they don't want to go back and forth with Quad tells me that they don't respect Quad. They don't see it for Quad, and they're all freaking fake and phony. For every female who said that they don't want to, that they gave a fake apology, including Jackie, she said yes, because I don't want to keep going back and forth. So I just said what I said to end it right there. Ain't that some shit? You're, again, all of these like Simone, we are professionals. We earn the money we earn. We are respected in our professions and community. Are you? So if you have all of that going on, why can't you speak your piece? So you going around being fake and phony to your friends. Are you not fake and phony at work too? I don't know. It's just something about being fake and phony to your friends, your intimate circle, that tells me you can't be trusted at work. Yes, they go hand in hand because that's your intimate circle. But then again, we see her marriage situation and her family structure. You know, I ain't really trying to pass judgment on people, but Simone is not that girl. What else going on, child? And Simone was upset King was a secret, talking about they've been together for 2 years. Well, if you being fake and phony wanted her to leave trips, why would she want to share all of that with you? Y'all going through it. Why add her personal business And it was newer then. It's much stronger now. Don't that make sense to have a very strong foundation, or is that something that Simone can't really comprehend because she don't have a strong foundation? Is that what's going on? Child, what else going on? Girl, sweet. Letitia Lunsford, aka SweetT Lunsford, said Quad is jealous, and child, I must have almost coughed up my water. Ain't nothing I can see Quad will be jealous about. You know, SweetT has drank the Lunsford Kool-Aid. Is she from Waco, Texas? I'm just saying, because it could be some residuals going on, you know. Blindly following her husband into thinking she must be getting that from her husband. She must be. Because I can't let's just say I've never seen this show whatsoever. And this is my first time watching this season. There is no way I would think, just from again watching season 11, there is no way I would think that Quad would be jealous of SweetT. Not even the youth, the age difference. Quad is what, 42? SweetT is 32. Girl, thought they said 40 was a new 30. Ain't that what Jay-Z said? Woo, child. Then we find out Quad is doing IVF with Jackie's help. Girl, I don't know if you want Jackie's help, but okay. I wonder, they didn't say why Quad was doing IVF. So the regular way ain't working? Girl, if she end up pregnant before SweetT, boy, what's SweetT gonna say then? What is Letitia Lunsford gonna say then? Girl, next, Toya. She said, truth telling is not within this group. People got a problem telling the truth, but they always know Toya gonna tell it. She may be tacky with it, but she gonna tell the truth. Toya and Eugene has a new house. They're building it from the ground up. This is what their fourth or fifth home. And she said, yes, well, I'm in a new house. And she kind of shaded SweetT a little bit in regards to, you know, because Toya don't see it for SweetT based off of what SweetT has been saying on her YouTube channel. I tuned into the first one or two, maybe 3 episodes of her show, and I was not impressed, so I stopped watching. I have seen clips. SweetT, and I believe they played some on the show. Letitia Lunsford, aka SweetT, has said amongst Quad being jealous of her. See, I can't even say it without laughing. I don't even know these people personally, child. I just see, I'm watching from the World Wide Web internet television. How she was, you know, manipulated by the ladies into coming on the show to go at Quad. She's not taking accountability. Yeah. Meaning, you know, SweetT is, this is what Toya and is saying, how SweetT, Letitia Lunsford, is not taking accountability. Letitia Lunsford, aka SweetT, was shaded as far as moving into another woman's home, but yet Toya is building hers from the ground up. Letitia said, if that's what we want to do, we could do that too. Girl, you sound like, I know you are, but what am I? Girl, bye. SweetT tried to clown, but she don't have no good reads. Maybe she should contact Cadillac Kimberly like Phaedra used to for some good reads. What else Toya talking about? What? SweetT, what? Oh yeah, how, Yeah, I think I mentioned it how they wanted SweetT to go back and forth with Quad. And Quad was like, that's okay, Letitia. I would like keep going. I would like to hear more of what you have to say. Quad was like, girl, tell me the tea. Sweet, tell me the tea. Girl. Pretty much SweetT was like, Toya just mad she ain't got nothing going on, but but Stormy the purse. Child, Toya says SweetT is not accountable, like I said. And then Simone had the audacity to get up out of her seat, kneel before SweetT, and try and cajole SweetT into calming down and just expressing herself in a certain way by talking to her with this kind of tone and reverence. Like, girl, first of all, Simone, you are not that girl for this group. Go clean up your boy's house. Simone was making no sense whatsoever. Then we got Contessa. Talking about issues with Heavenly. Contessa tried to say her issues, but Heavenly kept interrupting. When people interrupt you, it's because they don't want you to say it because it's going to make them look like a fucking fool and that they don't care what you have to say. Contessa, move on. I would not even try with Dr. Heavenly after she said what she said about Dr. Lunsford, which is just unforgivable as far as I'm concerned. After she said what she said about your husband, and Heavenly's the whole point was, well, you said it, so you said it already. Yeah, but you ain't got to. Like I said in the beginning of this review, Dr. Heavily has a problem with discernment. She should not say the things that are so controversial that people want to take her head off. There's no reason why someone of her so-called, stature in the medical community could anger people the way that she does. Something is wrong with her. She needs to grow up. She's immature. And I really hate the fact when people with her mindset get the money, get to the bag, because all more money does is make people like that more of who they are. And we see it over the years. Ooh, I hate when people get blessed with all that cash and and they don't get better as a person. That's the thing. Dr. Heavily should be getting better as a person. Now, I'll tell you this. She has made more sense on this show than Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie put together. I would love to see Dr. Heavily change up all that nastiness, all that so-called Florida ways that people say, well, that's what we do in Florida. Yeah, it don't make it right. It doesn't make it lovely. It doesn't make it classy. It's classless. It's beneath. It's lowbrow, and none of that is welcoming. I would love to see Dr. Heavily turn around, especially for the bullshit that she said about gay men. And we ain't gonna get into that again. I said what I had to say about that. I would love to see her turn around for season 12 if she comes back and be the be the one to help people turn it around, because like I was trying to say earlier, when she has advice to give, she has better advice than Simone and Jackie put together. Yeah. I would love to see her turn around and be the voice of reason for this group. Outside of the bullshit that she says, she will come correct and help bring, and she can help bring. That would just be the end all be all. And then she be in the middle, she be liked again. Maybe by season 13, lucky 13, she would have turned it all the way around, long as she keep not doing the mess that she been doing. Anyway, what else going on with Contessa? I really don't know Contessa. Contessa like the feelings mutual. Contessa, come on, girl. Contessa, get a backbone. And the one thing I agree with Dr. Heavily is stop talking greasy to the world about your husband. You said enough already. I'm pretty sure she hasn't said anything this season, so I'm pretty sure she took that advice to heart. I'm pretty sure she knew that was that was something correct. Should no wife bury their husband with verbiage on any major platform. That's your man. And when the cameras go away, y'all got to straighten that out. Now that's when the cameras should be there. But no, because it could be a whole lot of stuff said that'll be taken out of context. So stuff has already been said that's horrible and nasty. But can't no man of mine do me like that on World Wide Web and that TV and think we gonna stay married. So she lucky. And all that stuff of, trying to play tit for tat because she get that from her husband. Stop doing that with your so-called friends and castmates because it ain't cute. It wasn't cute when your husband do it, and it's showing cute when you do it. So yeah, that was pretty much it, y'all. Was that it? Oh, wait, real quick. Remember when that thing about repeating well, at least I don't have to worry about my husband having mixed babies with the last name Kimes running around. Remember that? Well, guess who said in my office, one of my patients told me that Damon asked for their number. Guess who said that? When they were talking about, has anybody heard this rumor before? Has anybody heard this about Dr. Damon? Guess who said that about their patient? Yeah, Simone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Simone said. Mm-hmm. The one that wants to be in the middle, the one that wants to be the voice of reason, but you want to contribute to the bullshit. Okay, whatever. Like I said, Simona ain't that girl at all. That was it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please come back again. We gonna mosey on out of here, but before we do, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you next time. Bye. All day.